They feared me more than the British feared all those people, and more than Moi feared Raila Odinga. Right? The question you should be asking is why. First of all, I didn't recognize Uhuru Kenyatta as president, and I have never done so. As far as I'm concerned, Uhuru Kenyatta was an illegitimate president. He was not legitimately elected. He imposed himself on power. Twice. He did not win the 2013 election, and he did not win the 2017 election. That's a fact. You see, the reason they couldn't take me to court, because they knew they couldn't prove Uhuru won if I was confronted with that question. They could not bring that question to me, because they knew I would be able to prove beyond any reasonable doubt that Uhuru Kenyatta was not a legitimate president.
Okay.
He was an imposter. He should be the one charged with treason.
I, Raila Amolo Odinga, in full realization of the high calling, assumed the office of the People's President of the Republic of Kenya. So help me God. Today's step is one step towards doing away with electoral autocracy. Wakenya wamechukua hatua ya kuondoa utawala ya kiimla na kidikteta.
Right. The moment I swore him in and I told him, now read the speech so that you can give the country a way forward, Raila literally ran away from Uhuru Park, didn't you see? It did not last for 30 minutes. Raila read the speech for maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and then get into the car and got away from the Uhuru.
So you feel it was betrayal, or it was payoff?
He had already sold off. So they rushed to Uhuru Park. And he came there, I swore him in, and he rushed away again. The idea was that in his rushing away, I would be left behind and I would be taken away. But unfortunately for him, I jumped into one of the cars. I'm in the convoy. He arrives at Karen, I'm with him there. So I asked him, Jacob, what happened? That's actually exactly my question.
Yeah.
What happened? Why did you run away? Oh, everything went perfect, Janyando. It was perfect, marvelous. It's just the way it is. You see? So I said, how? And you don't have power. You ran away from power, Jacob. What happened?
First of all, I am the NRM Kenya General. So I am going to introduce myself properly so that Matiang'i can understand this. I'm speaking on behalf of the NRM and Kenyan Patriots. We would like to take this opportunity to congratulate His Excellency President Raila Amolo Odinga on his historic inauguration at Uhuru Park on Tuesday. This was a significant event that underlined the importance of people's sovereignty and power. The people of Kenya decided to reclaim their power and sovereignty on Tuesday. And we are going to ensure that the power that the illegitimate despots usurped after they rigged the August 8th election is reclaimed back to the people and vests with the people's president. 2, we would like to thank all Kenyans, the multitudes and millions of Kenyans that turned up on Tuesday, January 30th to witness the historic swearing in of the President of the Republic of Kenya. We thank and honor your solidarity, your courage, your bravery, your patriotism. You demonstrated to the despots that power truly belongs to the people. Power does not vest in a few individuals with weapons who are ready to murder, maim, injure, and destroy the lives of innocent citizens. We did not vote for Uhuru Kenyatta on August 8th, 2017. And what happened on October 26th was not an election. It was a despotic coronation exercise, which we have rejected. So Matiang'i, if you are looking for me to arrest me, to cook up charges, I am ready. I have been ready since I was a teenager. I and others fought Moi and defeated him. You are nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yes.
Number 3, we wish to condemn unreservedly, in the strongest language possible, the dictatorial streak and the strong arm tactics that are being employed by the illegitimate Jubilee president called Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto at threatening, intimidating, and suppressing the press. We would like to warn Uhuru Kenyatta that our rights are not negotiable. We are not going to beg for those rights. They are enshrined, entrenched, and protected in the Constitution of Kenya 2010. And we are not going to negotiate with anybody over them. We are going to exercise our rights without apology, without fear, without reservation. And we want to warn you today that your power is only in the hands of the goons you have armed. The Mungiki, the few police in uniform. But Kenyans in their millions have said no. We are not going to accept you as the president of Kenya. And starting today, we are ordering NRM Kenya members and soldiers to take down Uhuru Kenyatta's portraits from all your homes, all your businesses, every premise that you occupy. Take Uhuru Kenyatta's portraits down. We are going to produce legitimate portraits of the President of the Republic of Kenya. And we are going to distribute them ourselves. Let no crook purport to be producing these portraits, because we are going to do it in an organized fashion. We are also going to organize huge bonfires. We are going to burn Uhuru Kenyatta's portraits in huge gatherings all over the country. It would be a carnival atmosphere. So stay warned. And that, again, is protected speech in the Constitution. We can speak orally, we can speak in writing, we can speak through songs, we can speak through silence, we can also speak through burning the portraits of Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, we also wish to condemn in the strongest words possible the harassment of our members and NASA elected leaders. The illegal arrest of Kajwang must be condemned, must be opposed. And if they arrest any of us, the same. Kajwang did not play any role in the swearing in, as you could see. I'm the one who signed the oath, not Kajwang. And I conducted the oath. So if they want to look for the person who is responsible, it is me and the President, His Excellency Raila Odinga. Let them come for us. Don't engage in subterfuge that you are conscripting Kajwang so that he could tell you who was responsible. We are not hiding. We are responsible. They are looking for the text of the oath. It is all over the social media. I commissioned the oath as a barrister and solicitor, as a commissioner for oaths, as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. And I have no apologies to make. That's why I went to school, that's why I was licensed, that's why I practice law.
Correct.
So if you want to take me to court for doing my job, come baby, come. I would like to state as well that these are good signs. We don't want our people to be despondent, to fear that the crackdown is a bad sign. It's a very good sign. Yes. It means the illegitimate dictatorship of these two despots is crumbling fast. Yes. When you have to switch off the signals of the independent media, NTV, KTN, Citizen, these media houses have actually been playing with Uhuru Kenyatta, been supporting him. We have to say it as it is. That is a warning to the media that you must decide who your friends are. Oh, yes. Don't go to bed with dictators because they have power and money. Power vests in the people, not in money, not in weapons. Now, you also notice that His Excellency Raila Odinga took the oath alone because he's the president. Anybody else, any other pretender, any other coward, any other deceptive hypocrite must be treated with the contempt that they deserve. Any stories that these jokers are circulating now should be treated with the contempt worse than a spittle in a dump site. We are moving on. We are marching on, undeterred, fearless, and completely unrestrained. We want nothing but power. Our power that these despots took by force. We are the people, and nobody is going to dictate terms to us. Finally, I heard the despotic surrogate Matiang'i saying that he has banned NRM. The organization he has banned is Kaguta Museveni's organization in Uganda. He has banned the National Resistance Movement in Uganda.
Yes.
Ours is National Resistance Movement Kenya. And he has not banned that one. And he can't ban something he did not register. A movement cannot be registered and will not be registered. It's an organic movement. It's not registered, it was not gazetted, so you cannot degazette it. Then to purport that we are a criminal gang, number one, I don't have a criminal record and I'm the general of the NRM. I've not been arrested, charged, tried and convicted. None of our members here have been convicted for any criminal act. Therefore, the meanderings, the intellectual contusions and confusions of one Matiang'i, the Chinkororo gang, will not be tolerated. I call on our members to treat this man as public enemy number 3. The despotic usurper of power, Uhuru Kenyatta, is public enemy number 1. His deputy is public enemy number 2. Public enemy number 3 is one Chinkororo Matiang'i. We will be unleashing the names of other enemies of the country as time go by. We are still resisting Brookside. We are resisting Safaricom. We are resisting Bidco. We are resisting Hako Tiger companies. All their products stand boycotted and resisted. We are going to list further companies. As you can see, I am not deterred. I heard that some people were saying I was arrested last night. I wasn't. I heard that just like you. They also said I was buying a ticket to go where? In any event, if I would like to travel, I will travel anytime I want. And in fact, I plan to travel. And they cannot stop me. So this is very clear. We can travel in and outside this country because we don't need permission from anybody to do so. Thank you very much. But right now the order is take down the portraits. Take down the portraits. Anyone who hangs Uhuru Kenyatta's portrait, we consider an enemy. We consider a member of the junta, the illegitimate usurpers of power. Next. Yes? You have to introduce yourself. My friend, we are not here to deal with distractions from midgets. I'm a general of the NRM. I don't respond to lieutenants. Go to his level in our organization and you will get a response. People forget that power is not in a state house, it's not in a building. Even if that state house came down today, right? That is not power. Okoa, Kenya is just a building. It is not the NRM headquarters, it is not NRM Kenya. So buildings are not power. Power is not the trapping of it. Power vests in the people. And His Excellency Raila ODINGA got that power from the people. Where he sits and exercises that power is his discretion. When the dictator Moi was in power for 24 years, he never slept in State House. He slept in Kibra. So would you say that because he slept in Kibra, not State House, he didn't have power? That would be a delusional thought, right? And Kibaki, when he won the 2002 elections, where was he? In Muthaiga. In fact, he was not present. And in 2007, after Raila defeated him, he was hiding somewhere we don't know. So that's not power. Houses, buildings, helicopters, even drug dealers can build bigger houses than the State House and will ride in bigger equipment than the helicopters that the legitimate Jubilee despot is flying in.
So when you did the swearing in, you recognized Raila as the president?
Correct, he was the president. And up to now, I believe he's the one who won the election. Unfortunately, Raila is so cowardly, ran away from his own power. I gave him the power, which he deserved, because he won an election, but the cowardly, greedy man ran away from it and recognized an illegitimate imposter.